All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Game 4 of Season 5 of the Waves King of the Hill tournament. We have, in this match, iTRUEoGod playing here as Kevin Turtle, going up against Easy D, aka Conewolf. This is Conewolf's first time captaining this tournament, but this is TRUEoGod's fourth time captaining. He is on a 3-game win streak, won every game he's played so far. So he's probably going in here pretty confident, and he's got his good mates Joel and Vikingos backing him up, along with Victor and Ray. Conewolf has some old stand-ins in Red and Kazuku, along with his former teammate Ron Jyland here playing as Nut Nut. And the Wave RO member there is Cenarius, who actually was last year's champion. So it should be a good match. Quickly going over the bands picks we've got so far. Undying and Night Stalker taking out for the Dire. Dragon Knight and Leshrac taking out for the Radiant, and the Dire have picked up Queen of Pain and Spirit Breaker in response to the Radiant's first pick of Gyrocopter. Anybody have any strong thoughts on what we're seeing so far?
Very surprising. The only reason to not ban out Queen of Pain and Gyrocopter right now, I think, are if you're going to first pick them. And yea, verily, they did.
Yeah, those are definitely the two heroes of the current meta. Dragon Knight has maybe dipped down a little bit, but none of these are surprising. The Night Stalker is probably the most surprising thing we've seen here. Spirit Breaker and Vigil Spirit definitely see good play. Night Stalker is a very relevant hero. I wouldn't usually think of him as first phase ban material. But I agree. Overall, not particularly surprising.
5 seconds remaining.
iRock, any thoughts that you have on what Radiant might be looking to ban here next?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they will ban some Cenarius heroes like Invoker or Book.
Yep. Cenarius, of course, very famed for his Invoker mid-play. That would definitely be a reasonable choice at this stage. Conewolf knows how strong Cenarius is. He's been playing with him for several seasons on Invoker, so I would not be surprised to see him go for that. How do you feel like Invoker matches up against Queen of Pain, iRock?
Pretty fair.
Yeah?
I think it's a draw. Depends on the luck.
Skywrath taken out for the Dire, a very strong hero against Queen of Pain with that instant cast silence and, single target nuke damage. Has the the birds, which can follow her around.
Reserve time.
Radiant's banned next. They already have Gyrocopter, who will most likely be played as in a side lane carry, can be played mid. Vengeful Spirit in the support role. Spirit Breaker for the Dire is also one of those flexible heroes. Probably will see him in the solo off lane. He kind of seems to be much more strongly settled there than in the support role, which he was sort of often dealt with earlier. Rubik picked up from the Dire. Rubik is a pretty strong hero in general, but has always had a pretty big showing in the wave meta. So Victor, aka Gothic King, is also quite well known for his Rubik play. So I'm guessing that's where we'll see him this game.
I don't know if we're gonna see Rubik on Victor.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I've seen Ray at play before. I'm sure he can. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for that.
Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Razor picked up for the Radiant here, so that's most likely their mid hero with Gyrocopter going to the side lane. iRock, how do you feel like Razor matches up against Queen of Pain in lane?
He can fuck your Pain. Due to passive.
Yeah?
He can't really spam that dagger on him.
Yeah. It's definitely an underrated part of...
With the plasma.
Yeah, it's an underrated part of Razor's arsenal is his passive. People forget about it a lot, but people that are very sort of single target, spam focused, it makes it very tough for Queen of Pain.
Reserve time.
Although she does have the blink, so being slowed isn't the worst news for her.
That's true.
He also is squishy. One plasma field and he takes half HP.
Yeah. What do you think might be coming out here next for the Dire? Oh, it is the Drow Ranger. That is an interesting choice. It seems like the Dire is very weak against you know, gap closers to some extent right now. They have some pretty squishy heroes apart from the Spirit Breaker. So it'll be interesting to see what they choose to go for their second support. Of course, the Drow Visage combo recently received somewhat of a nerf.
Also, Drow is a bit counter to Gyrocopter. He can kite him with the Frost Arrows and the Gust.
Great point. And they go with the Bristleback. Pretty decent here, but doesn't have a lot of hard lockdown for the Queen of Pain, and can sometimes be kited by the Drow, although if he gets ahead of steam without levels and Frost Arrows. Drow's definitely going to need Frost Arrows this game. You know, a lot of times we see Drow pretty much ignore that first skill for a large part of the game, but I don't think she's going to have that luxury here. She's going to need to be able to kite Bristleback and Gyrocopter.
Reserve time.
Last band coming up for the Dire. They're probably looking to take out a support, and it is the Earthshaker.
Radiant team ban.
Radiant ban here, also probably looking to take out support, but they take out the Shadow Fiend. That is an interesting pick. So I guess they were expecting, I don't know, a Queen of Pain offlane and a Spirit Breaker support? I'm surprised. That doesn't really seem to be what...
They might be doing a tri-lane. With Spirit Breaker, Rubicon, Draw Ranger on the aggressive lane.
Okay. Aggro tri-lane potentially coming out from the Dire. Gyrocopter and Venge are good laners, not amazing.
Seconds remaining.
Last pick coming up for the Dire, just 15 seconds. Of course, True a little short on time due to that bonus time penalty because he's on a streak. Let's see what they go for here. And it's the Bane. So it will be a Spirit Breaker offlane most likely with Rubik Bane, Drow Ranger, tri-lane. But we'll see. 2-on-1, any thoughts on what Radiant's last pick should be?
I think that Centaur Warrunner could have been a better pick than Bane. I think that the captain just picked it to have too fast. He had to think about it more.
I think he took it for the crowd control, for the Gyrocopter, especially.
Yeah. It's pretty good against Bristleback as well. Kind of just nightmare him in the fight. Don't have to think about him.
Disable 2 people.
But can be swapped out of a Fiend's Grip.
Reserve time.
Good point. A very good point. You can be swapped out of Fiend's Grip.
Either Bane or the victim.
And it goes through BKB?
Yep.
So, what do you think about the last pick, though, for Radiant?
I think they need one support, pretty sure.
Also nothing? What do you think they should be taking?
Oh, man. So many supports have been banned.
It has. The pool has definitely been brought down a lot. Last 3 bands on Dire also supports. They seem to have a lot of minus armor here. Of course, Dazzle's taken out. But with Vengeful Razor and Bristleback all providing a lot of minus armor, and then Gyrocopter, they go for the IO. Ooh. We do not see a lot of IO play in the wave. So I'm guessing this is something that's been practiced or planned between someone on the Radiant team. If it's Cone on the Gyro and Ron on the IO, I would not be surprised. No. It's Cenarius on the IO?
Well, if it's been planned,
it's a good IO.
I doubt they would have waited so late to pick him.
Well, yeah, but does Cenarius play IO?
It might be Wisp on the middle lane.
In Wave Row, when we do our combos,
yeah?
he plays him, yeah.
Okay, alright. Well, it will be Cenarius on the IO. iRock, do you want to maybe introduce the Radiant team for us?
Yep, or the Radiant team we have standing Easy D, aka Conewolf on the Gyrocopter, Red on the Vengeful Spirit, Not on the Razor, Cenarius playing as the only exception on the IO, and Kazuko on the Bristleback.
Thank you so much. Also nothing, do you want to do the Dire?
Okay, so we have Kevin Turtle, who's actually TRUEoGod today, on Queen of Pain, heading mid, it looks like.
He's actually TRUEoGod every day.
Okay, just in real life, he is the TRUEoGod.
He is literally the TRUEoGod. It's true.
Let's see, Joel the Asshole on Drow Ranger.
Pretty decent Drow set. I like the bow with the little orby thing.
30 seconds.
The Viking Ghost, is that how we say it?
Yes.
On the Spirit Breaker, off laning. Victor on the... Where'd he go? There he is,
Double click
Rubik.
him, of course.
Yeah. And then Ray on Bane. Looks like they're setting up.
Does Bane have items? I don't think he does.
I do not think so.
I do not think so either.
Time to man or woman up.
Looks like we have an early Clash of the Rune here. Kazuko does manage to grab it. Is he going to be able to get out, though? A lot of dire heroes around him. He's got Quills, not as passive. Ray chooses to Nightmare, and he should definitely be dead.
Rambo style.
That was bold. Going for the Rune with Quills instead of the passive, although I think he was dead either way. But he does just grab a TP, and immediately TP up towards his top lane. But First Blood did go... Who actually grab the First Blood? Oh, it's Queen of Pain, too. That's going to make this very tough for the Razor. Queen of Pain... Oh, never mind.
Although, who got the rune?
Bristleback did get the Rune.
Oh, okay.
But Rune is not worth First Blood. It's just not.
Just bought a TP from the
He is
Golden.
ahead of the Queen of the Pain in experience.
It's true. It was a very spread kill with 4 heroes around there. Get the experience. And Radiant got... Did they get both runes? Yes, Radiant did manage to grab both runes. Io here in the jungle, probably looking to pull back this bottom wave relatively soon. He only has an Observer Ward, so he's going to need help with the pull-through. Not sure what his plan is. And no tangos, no Quelling Blade or anything, so unless he does something that's going to be a single pull, I don't know if that's intentional. Anyway, checking back up top, Kazuku is trying to catch that level 2 here, but Bane is probably looking to wrap around here. He could be in trouble. Ray walks in, gets the Nightmare, trying to get themselves in perfect position. Does manage to grab that level 2, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Should fall here.
Nice jiggling.
Oh, the body blocking. Trying to help out Joel there, but Bane just finishes him off, doesn't get off yet. That's definitely aggressive play from Bristleback. Does not have a ward. Meanwhile, Spiritbreaker takes out Vengeful Spirit. And Vikingos will salve up and get away. This is a very rough start for the Radiant. Razor also really getting destroyed in this mid lane. 11-6 on the Queen versus 2-2 on the Razor. Cenarius trying to zone out the Spirit Breaker with his balls here, but pretty tough start for the Radiant. Vengeful Spirit is coming back to lane now, so we'll have their full tri lane together, but this bottom wave is still pushing out a lot.
Yeah, it looked like Aya was trying to go for that double pull.
Yeah.
Or for a pull through from this camp up here. That didn't quite work.
And their camp did not stack. I'm not sure why. I think Venge pulled it at the right time, but it didn't stack. It is those Healy creeps, which still can be tricky every now and then. So a rough start for the Radiant. Kazuku 0-2. Queen of Pain has bottled her Regen runes coming back to lane. I believe that is her boots and a magic stick coming after her on the courier now. Blinks it on the Razor. And this Razor, he has an Aquila in base, but waiting on the courier. It has been a very tough game for him so far. Still just 6-2 with Queen.
And Bristleback might be dead again.
Yeah, Bristleback's in trouble here. Fully surrounded. Doesn't have enough mana for enough quills. He's going to try to just TP out? Is he going to have enough? No. Not enough help. Good thinking, cheeky play, but just way too far behind. Queen of Pain has her dagger here. Spirit Breaker is charging. She'll probably look to dive and finish off this kill with a queen, and she does. It's a fall. It is 0 for 5 for the Radiant.
And a lot of the death's cores.
Yeah. Not how they were hoping this game was going to start. Bristleback does not have enough vision to sustain himself in this lane. Io's still holding on to the extra Observer Ward. Radiant going for the pull through, but they're going to miss it, and so this lane is going to push out pretty hard with 2
Like Venge is going to
range creeps.
move up to top.
And Venge is just going to go top. I mean, she may be able to save Bristleback every now and then, but it's not like Bristleback's really going to be able to farm against this lane still. They're doing a very good job of keeping it pulled back. Bristleback really cannot get XP without quite overextending himself.
Charged.
Charge going middle on
I think this is dead.
Conewolf. Yeah, I agree. I don't see any real way he has to survive here. Io is here, so that'll help. Just cancels the charge. Good decision.
Tower is under attack.
Good play by Cenarius there to help out Gyro when he was in trouble. Spirit Breaker's camped out here at the Dire Secret Shop. Cenarius, I think, is trying to call out that he's there, warn top that a backstab will likely be coming from the charge. But no, he chooses to charge Cenarius mid, but Conewolf gets off the Rocket Barrage, forces Spirit Breaker back, but Bristleback's extended here again. Looks like he was able to get behind them initially, but he's being pulled back. Probably still just way too much damage. But Bane falls, so there's a trade. Better than it has been going up there. Queen of Pain is bottled in inventory, and she's now level 6, has a level in ultimate. Spirit Breaker is in base, healing up, so not going to be able to come out that quickly. Razor is just free farming here on the bottom. Has a Ring of Aquila, which is turned off for the moment. Spirit Breaker will probably... Okay, he's just going to TP down to the bottom lane. Bane spawned up as well.
Beautiful play now.
Oh, I totally missed Queen's kill on Io. The rocket is coming for her, but she'll be able to TP out in time. So, no real farm building up here for the Radiant. Gyrocopter leading the last hits out for their team. Red really being aggressive here. Kazuku not on the same page. And Io TP's up to try and help, but really took a lot of harass there going on Drow without much coordination with their teammates. Razor does have his boots. Spirit Breaker's backing up, so we're probably looking to charge out somewhere when he sees a good target. He's headed top right now onto Bristleback. There are 3 heroes in this top lane, including the Io. Venge is a little low. Has a Tango, a magic wand, but no boots yet. Kazuku, just a Basilius, also no boots. Here comes Spirit Breaker. Io doing a lot of damage with these balls. Red really wants his kill on Drow, but he is in danger. Victor tries to help out, but Red's going to actually take her out. Kazu comes in with the salve, and here comes True and Logic just playing keep Bristleback in the middle, kiting him down. It's a 2 for 2. So worse than I think what they have been experiencing somewhat. It did basically take all 5 heroes in the Dire to come up to make that trade happen. So Gyro and Razor were farming during that time. They are going to push this top tower now with a pretty big wave, including a siege creep. Drow is low health, but has her Aquila on, so could potentially do a lot of tower damage here. There is a TP up from Io, as well as now Kazuku's up here, and they will stop the bleeding. Spirit Breaker's charging in on Conewolf. Pops the call down and the rocket barrage. He's doing his best to run. Viking Os is slowed. Cone has the phase boots. Pops up a Tango. Viking Os uses a salve right here in the tree, trying to chase him down. Meanwhile, Queen's getting ready for the big backstab on top. Kazuku only sees the Drow and the Rubik. And now here comes the Spirit Breaker charge again. They're calling out, they see he's coming, so Bristleback really should start walking back. But Queen just kills him before he has a chance to arrive.
Doesn't even use the ultimate.
Yeah.
Cop.
That DD rune making pretty quick work. They are calling out that there are stacks in the jungle for Gyrocopter farm. That's good. But it looks like Dire's top tower will be falling here.
Dire's bottom tower is Green Boots tower got owned, son. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Razor will be able to take out this bottom tower, but here comes Queen of Pain blinking in, and he's almost certainly dead here. Very greedy play from Queen of Pain there. Dire has 3 heroes smoked up in the mid lane, but Radiant is sweeping across the bottom. Gyro just farming out these stacks, using call down. That is a lot of farm for the Gyrocopter, but here's a whole bunch of enemies, and there's no call down when he could really need it. He's trying to just kite with Rocket Barrage as best as he can. Oh, Queen blinks into the trees. Io falls.
Does have her ultimate.
And she just takes out Gyro from the trees. And that's Bristleback falling again. It's a 3-for-2 trade for the Dire. Razor's here, has his ultimate, wants to chase him down, but it's going to be basically impossible for them to kill this Queen with their blink available. Vengeful Spirit wants to get in range for that stun. Drow is silenced, throws out a couple right clicks onto Vengeful Spirit. Io's tethered there. Here comes Ray to try to help. There's a big brain sap on Red. Red doesn't even throw his arcane, his magic missile before he's killed, and now Spirit Breaker's charging in on the Io. Here's Conewolf, needs to drop the ultimate, and he does. Zoning out several, not quite enough to kill Bane. And Spirit Breaker charges right through, takes out the Io. It's a 2-for-0. They're going to try to chase down this Spirit Breaker, but I don't think they're going to be able to catch him. Queen's just dancing with them, has a haste rune up here in the trees. Blink is available, no real way to kill her. There's just not enough reliable lockdown on the Radiant to deal with this Queen of Pain or the Spirit Breaker.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening in your bottom.
Looks like Conewolf will be going for drums, has the bracer purchased. Kazaku's in a pretty dangerous position here. Nightmared up. Spirit Breaker chooses to use the ult on him. He's running, gonna get chased down, putting out the clothes as fast as he can, but only really has 2 levels in it. The Radiant is just being steamrolled here. iRock, what can the Radiant do to turn this around? Is that right there?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What can the Radiant do to turn this around?
I don't know. It's pretty hard for them.
Fair answer. They are definitely in a tough situation. Only 1 tower down.
They can win late game. Draw
Yeah.
can out carry. Gyro
Yep, that's true.
and Cop ultimate is pure damage. So yeah.
Red's being killed by a 4-man gank here, and the Dire Kazaku TP's in, but I don't really know that he wants to fight this. They do see him. There's Razor. He's just going. Oh, but it gets caught by the Fiend's Grip. Will be taken out in quick order here as Bristleback just runs away. Stuck under his tower, but now I'm pretty sure he's going to get dived at the first convenient location. Spirit Breaker charges up on the Gyrocopter Io combo here. And here's Queen of Pain. Wants to try to take out this Io as soon as possible.
That's Queen of Pain is greedy.
Oh, and Conewolf is also going to be dead here. Woo! Does manage to take out the Spirit Breaker, even with Victor throwing out that stolen Scream of Pain. And it is Victor on the Rubik, so question answered. Bristleback's pushing middle.
You mean Wave of Terror, not Stream.
Yes, thank you.
Bristleback gave up on life. He's maxing with passive ability. Try to stay alive.
Understandable. He's having a rough time of it this game. Trying to finish his treads. Meanwhile, this Drow already has full treads, 2 Wraith Bands, and Aquila and a Morbid Mask.
Pretty much Mask of Madness.
Yeah. Do you think she'll be going for Mask of Madness or Helm of the Dominator here?
Mask of Madness. I
Okay.
think.
2
Observer wards placed basically right next to each other for the Radiant here.
One
in
of
the
them
diagram.
about to expire.
Fair
so.
enough. Fair enough.
I'm not really in an optimum position for anything, but
Yeah,
one
I'm not
creeps.
really sure what this ward is meant to acquire exactly anyway.
Charge.
If you're looking to protect a top push, you typically want to place it closer
Yeah.
to there. Gyro is farmed pretty well here, considering how far his team's behind. 56 last hits.
Trying to take the BKB.
Yeah, just not going for the drums here, just a casual bracer and a casual Wraith Band. However, as we say this, here comes Ray into the jungle. Easy Fiend's Grip. And a dead Gyrocopter, especially thanks to that Mask of Madness on the Spirit Breaker. This is looking tough. Io does throw up a Observer Ward, scouting out Spirit Breaker, looking to pounce. Ray's still hidden in the trees, though.
Orchid's almost finished on the Queen of Pain.
Razor chooses to steal damage from the Razor. I mean, Spirit Breaker. Oh, wow. That is a lot of damage. Even with his ult popped just at the last second, there's just no way that Razor's going to survive here. Queen of Pain, body blocking, just tanking the ultimate. Here comes Gyro. And Spurubik takes out the Razor with the stolen Plasma Field. Gyro Ranger choosing not to dive there on the Gyrocopter, but it is a 4-for-1 trade. Again for the Dire. 7 to 27. 10k gold lead. 7,500 experience lead. They are going to be pushing 2 towers at once here.
And the Creep's pushing a third.
And the Creep's pushing a third. Well said.
What is Gyrocopter's build? S and Y?
I guess so.
Has a band of Elven skin.
I guess it's going to be S and Y. Definitely not seeming to be able to commit one way or another here.
Easy rocket for Draw Ranger. I think Dire's next target is Roshan.
Good call. Good call. All the tier 1's taking out for Radiant, so definitely harder for them to contest there. Should be able to take it pretty easily with all this lifesteal on both Drow and Spirit Breaker. Mask of Madness, of course, very great for Drow taking out. Roshan, Victor is going on red here. He steals the Wave of Terror again, and red chooses to swap him in, but it's not going to make a difference. He's just going to get bashed down by the Spirit Breaker. Oh, great silence from Drow. Silencing 4 heroes right at the crucial moment. And right as he tries to... Oh, but Bane manages to relocate out the Gyro before he is killed by the Fiend's Grip. Well played, but I will certainly be dying here. So it's going to be a 4-for-0, but they do manage to save the most important target.
Sacrifices himself.
Please.
Please.
No mercy.
7 to 31 now. And good call earlier. Looks like they held straight for Roshan.
Under there, 2 wards right next to each other. It seems to be popular this game.
This is double ward game. See, the Radiant did it, and the Dire felt bad for them. Like, well, to make it fair, we should also double ward.
Because they totally knew.
Right. Vikingos trying to die to Roche. Couldn't quite pull it off. Oh, he got very close.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe if he had real skill, he could have pulled it off.
Roshan tried to kill still.
Big wave pushing up here for the Radiant. Might actually be able to get a tier 1. Second tier 1 of the game for the Radiant. But Conewolf is going to wisely back off here because he knows that Spirit Breaker is almost certainly charging in to murder his face. He needs to go ahead and TP though. Yeah, he thinks that Spirit Breaker is not charging. Doesn't know that he's seen here. Io is nearby. There's no one to hit the Spirit Breaker. Maybe he's actually kind of baiting him in here. Yeah.
Structures are fortified.
And looks like Spirit Breaker will try to get this deny here on this top tower. Not as a Siege Grip has anything to say about it. Oh, needed one more hit. The Aegis is, of course, on Queen of Pain. So they can look to push. Group and push whenever they want. Queen of Pain has that Orchid fully finished. Point booster, so almost certainly going for Aghanim Scepter next. Could be a Scotty, but pretty unlikely. Looks like Spirit Breaker is going to be going for Armlet after that Mask of Madness. Drow Ranger is TPing up to the top lane. Queen of Pain throws out her ulti. I think I'm going to have to kill Bristleback. Io gets Fiend's gripped up and will fall. Gyrocopter going for a call down. Hits a couple heroes. He's just going to try to TP out here just in time as his Spirit Breaker charge was about to land. But Kazuku is not as lucky. Too much damage before he can TP out.
I think Radiant can call the GG.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really see a way for them to come back unless Dire more or less intentionally throws.
Unless Dire throws.
Yeah. But hopefully the Dire will just look to group up here and push. Still has that Aegis on Queen of Pain. No reason for them not to take this fight. Queen of Pain all on cooldown, but they don't need it. Gyrocopter on cooldown for another 12 seconds. That's, of course, the great thing about the call down. Quite spammable on a pretty short cooldown. They do have a lot of wave clear for the Radiant, so they can try to hold high ground. But walking outside of their base will almost certainly mean a death for them.
Io doesn't even have the boots.
Wow. That is a poor... That's that's one of the poorest people I've ever seen 20 minutes into a King of the Hill game.
It has only 1,000 letters.
That's pretty epic right there. Wow. Wow. Okay. That just about sums up the game. That inventory right there. Now it's worth noting here that Cone had the first pick, or the choice of pick in the choice of draft, and so therefore he had the option, had he chosen to make the correct series of choices in the King of the Hill draft, to not allow Joel and True to be on the same team, because every time Joel and True have gotten on the same team, they have won. There seems to be a moral in this story. I think people need to start prioritizing separating those two players a little bit more, because it seems like if they can get on the same team, they have they are roughly unbeatable. So perhaps there is a lesson there. Gyrocopter and Io do manage to take out this top tier 1. They do have TPs for the bottom lane as well, so are going to try to split push. Spirit Breaker is not charging up yet. They have the relocate available as well. And Dire's not going to be able to push this lane. Aegis is still available on Queen of Pain. I really wish you could ping when you were a spectator, or even if you weren't, you could ping an Aegis and see how much longer it has.
That would be really nice.
That would be really nice.
I mean, you can look at the Roshan respawn time and do some math. So
yeah,
they've got
but
slightly less than a minute.
That's dumb. Wait. Yeah, well, slightly less than 2 minutes?
It lasts 5 minutes, right?
Oh, right, they changed it. Good point. Gosh.
Slightly less.
Back when I was, my time, it was...
It's always been 5 minutes since I've been playing. How old are you, David?
I know, I'm so old. Oh, my God. I'm robbing the Dota Cradle.
What?
I don't know. This doesn't really make sense.
Information about Aegis respawn time?
No, like robbing the cradle. That's
I know, but
I don't.
What are you robbing?
You? I don't
This
know.
metaphor has gone.
Yeah, this
poorly.
was not my best work. I'm gonna admit that up front here.
Age is no longer on the Queen of Pain.
See, this guy actually knows how to focus. She does have a completed Aghanim Scepter, though. Drow is also finished in S and Y to go along with her earlier Mask of Madness. It was not the Manta. Spirit Breaker's Armlet is done. Gyrocopter still has a lot of stuff. He has an Ogre Club, a Wraith Band, a Bracer, and a Yasha. So we'll see. It looks like it will be Sanjin Yasha coming out. And just a naked Wraith Band and Bracer.
And can I just mention, it's a happy day for Queen of Pain because she got her Ags after when Sonic Wave was not on cooldown. So many times, I get it. And it's on cooldown anyway. And I'm like, can it apply to this time?
That would be nice. Well, it's kind of like Wraith King. You really like, man, I hope I do not die while I'm waiting to get level 11. That would be great.
Yeah.
But that's against the Constitution, so you can't do it.
To not die before you hit level 11?
No, if when you bought Ags or got level 11, then
ex post facto.
Yeah, it's not allowed.
Okay.
Razor looking to just push these heroes off the top lane. I believe Rubik stole a Plasma Field. Yes, Libby?
Did Queen of Pain purge her Wave of Terror?
No. No?
Because she got hit and then it was gone a second later.
I don't know.
First lost 15 seconds. I don't know what happened.
She threw out her ult there just to harass. 40-second cooldown. They're split pushing all lanes here. Spirit Breaker working in the top lane. Drow pushing out middle. There's no real initiation other than Vengeful Spirit swap. And the good news is Vengeful Spirit at level 8 has a really long range on her ultimate. So it should be easy for her to make it.
It's so long range. It is... Oh my god, they upped it!
They did up it.
It used to be like 625. Something like that.
For those that are not aware, Also Nothing occasionally reminds people that Vengeful Spirit's ult is
I
a
just
relatively
need
short
people
range.
to understand that I can't do everything just because I'm a level 7 Vengeful Spirit.
Split pushing continues here. Looks like red is just going to die. So the controversy is
anyway.
moot. We don't have to deal with this issue. That does make it easier on our side.
I don't understand why Vengeful Spirit did max the magic missile.
I mean, they really do need lockdown for the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
So it's a very
Yeah,
poor scaling skill. You're absolutely right. It's kind of
Magic
too late
missile, I mean,
to look
Wave
to
of
Vengeful
Terror
Spirit.
synergize better.
Yeah, no, you're
Crystal
definitely right.
Nuts.
I mean, they had this whole minus armor plus gyrocopter thing going, and it made sense, but they have not really been
Well,
using it.
Gyro is dead.
So now they just have a minus armor thing going. Minus armor and IO.
This is
Spirit
big for
Breaker
Rubik.
takes out Bristleback. This is... Vengeful Spirit
Oh,
does
rocket
charge
barrage
him,
on Rubik.
but Vikingos probably is going to be able to kill her before he's taken out himself. Nope, he manages to follow the Razor, but they do take the bottom tower.
Look at Rubik, look at Rubik. He stole the rocket barrage.
Just, I mean, for a Rubik, just to be walking right up to the enemy carries, just not caring at all, kind of tells you where we are in this game.
Now he has a cooldown. Wow.
But I believe having more health than Razor. Nope, not quite.
He has enough mana for cooldown. It's stolen cooldown now. I'm sure he'll love to use this as the first chance he gets. Oh, nope. Okay. Uses it a bit
It's
later.
gonna be one of those days where you just can't kill Venge.
Venge swaps Bristle back out. And they do manage to kill the Bane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Welp.
They're
Meanwhile, on
plucky.
the Draw Ranger.
They are plucky. That is true.
Butterfly finished on the Draw Ranger now.
Oh, yes, thank you. Butterfly, it's down on the Drow Ranger, which, of course, is providing a lot of damage to the Queen of Pain with her
And
aura.
the Octarine Gore for the Queen of Pain.
Oh, it's the Octarine Core. So it's now, what, a 30-second cooldown on the ult? I really like that all the tool tips update when you get Octarine Core. That is very nice.
We also have lifesteal from the ultimate.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point. And from her other damage sources. Is the soul burn damage from Orchid magical? Do you lifesteal off that?
I think yes.
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
let's
so,
see
yeah.
why not.
Yeah, okay. So...
Well, her
Soul
ult is
damage, yeah.
pure, so I don't think she can steal off of that.
No, I believe it's still...
It's from all spells.
It's damage caused by spells, not magical
Okay,
damage.
not magical damage. Okay.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, on the Spirit Breaker, a Solar Quest is finished.
He's just totally tanking everything Gyrocopter has to often. 201 says good night. Oh, they've taken out the Bane. Bristleback is going to try to come back and defend. And Razor falls. Kazuku taken out by the Bane.
You know, this Moonwell, this anti-mage Moonwell, which is about to fall, looks very
At
Mad
least I have
Maxy.
boots.
Just,
The anti-mage Moonwell? I missed it before it fell, unfortunately.
it was very Mad Maxy, appropriately, I feel.
Well, that is the end of this game. A very strong win for True Goddess Radiant. Don't let True and Joel on the same team, guys. You got to do something about this, or this is going to keep happening. Like, you are the challenger. You are in control. Well, and both of them died 0 times. I think that just about sums up this game.
On squishy glass cannon.
Not heroes which are. I mean, Queen is elusive, but you would expect these heroes to have some deaths, and they don't. And it's because these guys are both very good, and they've played together a lot. And if you let him be the king and theoretically have a disadvantage in the draft, but then give him the players he wants anyway, he's too good not to take advantage of that, guys. You gotta start taking it. You gotta think about this analytically. You gotta break his game apart. Well, that's the end of the game. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'm not sure if we'll be playing another, but we'll find out. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down for this cast, and we'll let you know if there's more.